Welcome to Ranger Knowledge Computer Tutorial Series. In this lesson, we are going to discuss how to create PDF files for free. Take a moment before we start to review the copyright notice. Remember that you may not resell, redistribute, reverse engineer, or other modify this work, and you do not have resale rights. Okay, so let's start talking about PDFs. In this presentation, we're going to talk about three things. The first one is why use PDFs. The second one is going to be installing PDF 995, which is the software we're going to use to create the free PDFs. And again, how to use the software to print these PDFs. So first, let's talk about why PDFs. We're going to discuss the fact that it's a universal format. It keeps your formatting. These files can be distributed very easily, and there are some pretty complex security enhancements that are available if you need them. So, one of the things that I love about a PDF file is that almost everybody can read a PDF file. A PDF file is viewed by a program called Adobe Acrobat Reader. Now, that's not to be confused with Adobe Acrobat itself, which is confusing. Adobe Acrobat is a program that allows you to create PDF files via Adobe, and has some very complicated and complex business needs with that program. For example, if you wanted to scan into a PDF with really specific optical character recognition or some advanced form processing, then Adobe Acrobat would be the program for you. However, Adobe Acrobat Reader, again, is the free reading program that can read a PDF file. You can think of it as analogous to the Macromedia Flash program. You can view Flash content on your browser by having the Flash plugin, but you don't need to have the actual Flash program, which allows you to create Flash content, which is an entirely different program. So again, most new programs today come with Acrobat Reader. For some reason you don't have it, or if the people you want to send your PDF files to don't have it, it's available for download at the address on the bottom. So, maintaining your formatting. This is one of my favorites, because if you've ever tried to convert a web page to a Word document, or try and convert a Word document to the web, or even an Excel table, you'll find it becomes very messy. Tables and paragraphs and columns are a nightmare. Try taking a newspaper to HTML, it's just a mess. If you use a PDF file, you can take whatever you see on the screen and make it into a PDF file, whether it's HTML, Excel, PowerPoint, whatever it is. And again, I use them when I want to print out a website. Oftentimes, you get a leading page or a lagging page, or the formatting is bizarre, and you think you're printing a 3-page web page, when in fact 14 pages come out of your printer because the text creeped a little too far off the right side of the screen. Well, I'd like to see that before I run my printer for 14 pages. So when you print a website, instead you print to the PDF file instead of your physical printer. You can then take the PDF file and say, oh, I don't need these few pages because they're extraneous. Then print just what you need. And also then you can save it and it's clean. You should do an example right now and go to the internet and just try and save any web page. You can go to ebay.com and try and save a web page, and you'll see it'll save the HTML file plus a folder that has all the files in it. It's a pain because you have to keep them together. You save it as a PDF, which you can't yet, but you will be able to. It'll be one PDF file and you're done. So, distribution. Again, sharing and distributing a PDF file is really easy, and everything is combined into one file. As we just said, if you're going to download a copy of the eBay website or the MSNBC front page, you'll get a folder with a ton of content in it, as well as an HTML page. If you package it up as a PDF, file print PDF, you're done. And again, life is a lot easier. In terms of security, you can really go overboard with security on a PDF. Two of the easiest things that I like to use are requiring a password to access the file, and the ability for the author to disable printing. I have found that annoying as a consumer when printing is disabled. If I've purchased a book and it comes with a PDF, most notably some of my Microsoft certification books, you can't print, which I find very annoying when I wanted to take a paragraph and print it out for reference. It wouldn't allow you to. Now, there are programs that can really do significant tracking of your PDF files, because obviously if you have 10 copies of the PDF file, You could make 10 passwords, but a user could hand the PDF file out to another user and give that person his or her password. The solution to that is complicated digital rights management, where you would have some kind of server where the person who downloads your PDF file would have to have an internet connection and would somehow have to connect to a main server to verify that they have a legitimate copy. Complicated, but definitely possible. So let's move on to the good part now. So PDF 995 is a free program that lets you create PDF files, and it does so by creating a virtual printer. And if you look over here, you see LaserJet and a Lexmark printer, and I highlighted the PDF 995 printer. So it's just like a regular printer. They do have another free module which adds the previously mentioned security enhancements and some other ones, which might be interesting for you to look at. So moving along, when you're in the program that allows printing, you go File, Print, you select the PDF printer instead of your LaserJet or whatever you're using, and I'll have pictures of this shortly. You'll get a dialog box, and you save the name, PDF, and you're finished. So, to get the files, you can go to the web address shown up here, and you need two files, the driver and the free converter. So you download them both to your desktop. They're self-executing archives. If you want to learn more about archives, you can look. We have a free tutorial about zips and archives on Ranjanel's website at www.ranjanel.com/tutorials. So you run both of these files, and that will install the program. There's no actual program that you'll see being installed. It'll sit for a few seconds and look like it's doing something. But you need both of these files to run the program. And to check the installation, you just want to check your printers. And if you need to get there, you can go to Start, Settings, and Printers and Faxes. The Printers and Faxes window will open, view, and refresh, and you'll see, if you see this icon here, you know that you're successful PDF 995 printer. So, now all you have to do to print a PDF is open any program that you would normally print to the printer, word processor, spreadsheet, even the notepad, type some text, and go File, Print. So when you hit File, Print, I'm here in OpenOffice in their writer. I just went to the down arrow and I selected the PDF 995 as a printer. And then you press the Print button. You'll get a Save As dialog box, and notice I have my example document behind us here. It's untitled. We'll call it Untitled for now. And see how it says Save As Type PDF. You click the Save button. Then you'll be prompted to choose the sponsored version, which is the free ad-supported version, or the non-sponsored version. And again, it's listed right here. But the sponsor pages, if you can deal with it, are acceptable to me. So you continue using the sponsored version. You have to wait a few seconds for the progress bar, and voila. This is your completed PDF file. And I opened it in Acrobat to show you how easy this was. That concludes our presentation. Thank you so much for listening.